Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever it is in the world you're coming to us from. Welcome to DYOR Live here on the DYOR Media Network. Once again, my name, ladies and gentlemen, is Tom, otherwise known as Striking here in the digital media world. So glad to be hosting another episode of this wonderful show here with my co-host in the house. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Pedro Garcia. What's happening, Pedro? Good. Been really busy preparing for another episode of the Crypto Swap Creatures coming up. Pretty busy dealing with our new success on Rumble. Been very happy with that. And we got up to 58 views for yesterday's show, I might add. Just trying to boost up everything here, trying to get the stream, as I like to say, the streamers streaming and the servers serving and getting the message out to everybody as best we can. But Pedro, how you've been in the 24 hours since we've last spoken? You got kind of happy about the markets moving. Well, that's a good thing. I was in a little short and a long here earlier today, and I made a whole dollar. Made 40 some cents on one. Boosted my little account back up to I don't know. I think I'm up to $27 now of bonus money from BidFi. So oh, it's good. The guys from SPX6900 just posted. Thank you very much. I did. Well, I got in touch with their mods. I got a really busy community. You can't just post any link you want. And hopefully they will come roaring over here to join the show. But ladies and gentlemen, like I mentioned in the body of the description here today, Pedro and I didn't get to many meme tokens yesterday or the day before. And so I thought to myself, let's find a good one to really talk about here. And a bunch of our viewers, you guys, have been talking about this project you've been in, SPX6900, and Pedro and I did not get in it. We did not. And so I said, well, let's just talk about them today. These guys here, the S&P 6900, and their ticker is SPX6900, and they claim that they're going to outlive the S&P 500 and get a bigger market cap. The market cap for the S&P 500 is like $30 trillion right now. So you can think of a meme token going to, never mind, 1 billion. That's tough. They're at 600 million right now, and they're on their way to a couple of billions, I think, with the way that the chart seems to be going. Anyway, they're the guests today. Hopefully they'll come join us and talk about it and hit us up in the comments here. Speaking of comments, where is my great comment machine? Welcome to everybody that's here already. Crypto Mike was one of the people that told us all about SPX. His SPX babies made a few bucks. Oh, I never turned your mic on, Pedro, again. Man, you guys got to scream louder than that.
Oh, that is hilarious. That is good.
Yeah. Anyway, there's Pedro. You didn't miss Pedro talking much. I did most of the talking. He just asked how I was doing. He just redirected it back to me. As you can see, Pedro's in Jesus mode again. He's got the sun setting behind him and that type of stuff. We got Cresso from GSB in the house. Thanks for joining us. I really appreciate it.
Good to have
of course,
you guys.
Pinto's in the house.
Pinto, what's up, brother?
Yeah,
Good to have you.
we're going to talk about GSP because that chart came right back down to where Pedro said it was going to. Blank says, stop fudding. If the answer really is 69 trillion, not 34 trillion.
My bad.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to get off on a wrong foot there. Thanks for joining us. Really appreciate it. Shane's in here with First Blood and Hair of Trump. Saul's in the house. Thanks for joining us, Saul. Love it when everyone from the GSB community shows up.
Also, guys, do us a quick favor.
Now we can hear Pedro. Yes.
Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Just give you guys heads up so you know now I can be heard. Please, with all you guys, we're a small show. You know, we're growing. I think total everywhere we are, I think we have about 400 people now who watch us on a daily basis. And I know it doesn't seem like it, but it's growing. And a lot of that has to do with what you guys are doing by just hitting that like button, that share button. People are growing, people are seeing us. And so I just want to say thank you guys to everybody as we keep growing. Please hit that share button, like button. Also make a comment in the section here real quick where you guys can sit there and just simply say where you're at, or if you don't feel comfortable with that, please send where you would like to be. Everybody knows I would love to be on the beaches where I could be chilling and not have to worry about a hurricane kind of like Florida is happening, with a nice little Mai Tai or a shot of scotch. Also, with that, if you do say something like that where you'd like to be, also say to us maybe the community that you're a part of as well. Shout out to your guys' communities. Oh, shoot. Look at that. We got Dr. J in the house.
Dr. J in the house, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, shoot.
Dr. J.
What up, Blank? How you doing? That's funny. Stop fighting. That's awesome, dude. It's freaking awesome.
Tinto says, I must admit that at low cat meme works. So much respect, Pedro. Oh, he meant TA, not AT. TA on a low cat meme does work.
Yeah. Hey. Well, let's not, no disrespect. I mean, like I've sat there and I've looked over, like I said, probably about, realistically, 10,000. There was a point in time where literally I was going over, I was a part, how many groups was that? Give me a second. I have my call groups here. Boom, 1, 2, 3, 4.
While Pedro's doing that, ladies and gentlemen, I got the Cletus McFarlane shirt on here today. If you don't know who Cletus McFarlane is, you're not in the automotive world at all and don't like cars. Cletus runs a multi-million-dollar YouTube channel and makes tons of money. So much money that he bought a racetrack, owns a racetrack. Now he bought a plane. He owns a helicopter. He owns every car you can think of. Runs races at his racetrack, all that type of stuff. And his racetrack is in Sarasota, Florida.
Oh.
And he bought it 2 years ago, fixed it up. It's just one of the best entrepreneurial stories you can think of. Takes something he loves doing, and he loved just filming cars, and he turned it into a massive multi-million-dollar operation. And the hurricane is coming right out. Oh, let's see. AI Wolf says, I can't keep up with you guys shifting your times around. It's supposed to be 12:15. It's supposed to be 12:15, but we get either lazy or tech issue or something. And we're like,
a lot of times it's tech issues.
Right.
A lot of times.
It does also. I hadn't thought of that, guys. Pedro would look amazing wearing a GSB bandana.
Oh, that's awesome.
Eartherium launching today. Alpha's he's got the alpha all the time. All the time, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, let's Pedro, before we get everyone bored to tears, let's talk about BTC and what's going on in the market with Bitcoin.
Yeah, let's hit it up here real quick, guys. We'll check it out. Right now, as we're looking, BTC is having a nice little pullback here. Like I always say, guys, if they're pushing it up and we're not seeing a lot of demand wicks as we're going up here, right? This is a 5-minute. Then most likely they're going to bring it back down while they hit a higher time frame SMA. So let's go to that. You can see that we went up here, we had the 20 period, and now it's coming down here again, right? So that's one of those things. Again, we've talked about it coming up, tapping our areas up here, and then selling off. I actually, we were talking about a trade. I think it was on the hour chart here, and I don't know what happened to the zones. I know I had one around here, so it blew through our zone right here. Like it was right here is when I had it.
For those of you that are new and joining us, feel free to subscribe and drop a comment. We really appreciate it. The interaction is how we run this channel.
And please let us know about you.
We're a daily talk show. We're a daily crypto talk show. We talk about crypto. We talk about policy. Talk about regulation. Our little DYOR media network has a couple of different shows on it. This one, our daily crypto talk show. We have another show called the Crypto Swamp Creatures, which is Washington D.C. focused think tank wonk type discussion about where crypto meets politics. And they are not live. They are a periodic podcast. New one coming out, I believe, Monday.
We want to sit there and we want to play probably this zone right here. And I'm going.
Hold on, Pedro. I got to interrupt you here from BB dropping us a super chat of 10 Polish zlotys. Thank you very much,
awesome.
BB. Really appreciate it. As always, all the super chats go to improving this channel and bringing more edutainment to the masses about crypto, Bitcoin, meme coins, and whatever we like to cover here. So thank you very much. Really appreciate it. I'd give you the holler out and the sound effects, but not running the sound effects machine today. Well, my computer's running slow. Yeah. Still working on solving that. Need a technology sponsor to solve that. Anyway, sorry. Go ahead, Pedro.
No, it's okay. So the fact is that we came back here, we came down to this low here. I'm looking for this trade right
Welcome,
here.
Roland Rod.
At this level. So we want to wait for a pullback for it to come in and hit this upper level. It has two things that we can sit there and play off of. One being we got that 20 period moving average sitting right here. So on the 4 hour. So as this comes back down into this level, or as this comes back up into this level, we want to see if we're going to get in this trade. We want to see something that looks like this as it bounces off of that zone. Something that has a wick, but more importantly, where is it at? Right here. We want to see something that looks like this right here. This particular zone. If you look at, it's called a falling star, I believe is what it's called. Which is the technical name for this. It's a reverse hammer. Hammer typically is something that is this, but like coming down from the ground, like something like this here, that pushes up and then goes up and then comes back down. So I want to see something like this candle as it hits our zone, and then what we want to do is as it's putting that in, we want to get in on this and then play it coming back down to these levels here. And basically that is that 64.49 area to the 62.85-ish. To come into that level, we should see a retracement back down into here. And this is what I mean. This is kind of like what we're looking for, but the reverse for up here. And so you can see these are hammers. And that's pretty much it. If we're going up and we're putting in a lot of wicks here as we're moving up, you can sit there and see that it will, don't take that trade. But if we're not putting a lot of wicks in, and additionally to that, as we're playing this trade here, we want to sit there and be able to come through. See, there was no wicks there, boom, boom, no real wicks, and then we saw it push down. So that's something that we want to see something similar as we move up to push down.
Up, I bet. With their volume. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, what we're covering right now is this project that a number of our viewers have been in on.
Yes.
For the past couple of days or weeks or whatever. And we have, Pedro and I have not. And no, this is not a sponsored segment. Nobody's paid anything to talk about this. Money or tokens or anything like that. We just found it interesting, wanted to bring it to you guys. But the S&P 6900 is, I'm going to try and bring up this website is former President Trump announces huge SPX 6900 support to help America's claim its crown as king once again. Federal Reserve embraces future back 6900 in bold economic shift, and just shows Jerome Powell with the money printer on buying 6,900. 6,900 traders stormed the New York Stock Exchange trading floor to proclaim that 6,900 is better than 500. They have very good research here. Historians declare SPX 6900 most significant event since the invention of money.
Dude, that is so good.
Plans to replace dollar bills with SPX 6900 coins. Confusion ensues. Yes, that would. They have their whole manifesto here. Federal Reserve embraces the future, backs 6,900 in a bold economic shift. I mean, this is one of the best meme websites I probably have ever seen.
Easily.
It's just the meteoric rise of SPX 6900 to a $69 trillion market cap. In a world where numbers on a screen wield more power than gold, 6,900, a meme token birthed from the depths of the internet culture, has embarked on an audacious quest to topple the S&P 500 by achieving a staggering 69 trillion market cap. The logic is irrefutable. 6,900 is obviously vastly superior to 500, making SPX 6,900 infinitely better than any traditional financial instrument. This marketing goes on all day here. I take that back. It's not just a meme coin. They have some NFTs. They've got this Aeon NFT. Oh, you probably can't see it. It's behind my head over here. But ex-founder Elon Musk states that with math, 6,900 simply cannot be contained by 500. But they've got merch. They've got a bridge. They've got their charts here on their website. We're not one of those website people that just goes over people's websites. What we like to do is look at the chart. Pedro, bring that chart back up.
It is on. It is on. Dude, that is a great website. Oh my goodness, dude, that thing is like great. Shane Short says Alfie Chain will save the day. Alfie Honeypot will stop all sell-offs. Well, you might want to use some so this thing cents. It's down to 58 cents. So it's starting to have a bit of a pullback. There's a few places that we could see it come back down to. One being right here, right? And because we got an 8 period coming in, right? So this could be a nice little pullback into this level here, and then see it climb back up. Or we could see a good little retracement right here, down potentially at the lower level here. There's a few places because of the God candle here. It is a pretty big deal. And there we go. Yep. Boom. So it's one of those things that I think is very interesting. Very, very interesting. I get telemarketer calls from New Jersey now. Oh, that's new. Okay. So yeah, dude, there's a few places I'm definitely looking for it to come back to. I think it could very much play a nice little entry level right here. Could play this. Actually, keep it more right here. That's where I would want to play this. And then the other one would be roughly, let's say, right. Let's be a little bit wider here. But yeah, these are some good little entry areas that you could be playing here. It isn't. If we had a gap up, pushed up to come, dude, this thing played textbook trading.
Yeah.
I mean, yes.
Tell Pedro. For those of you joining us from 6900, like I've said before, we're a daily crypto talk show. My name is Tom, otherwise known as Striking. Up in the box above me is Pedro Garcia, the crypto chart analyst. We do a daily talk show about crypto. Monday meme coins, Tuesday technical Tuesdays, whatever Wednesdays, Thursdays, and another show, and Fridays we do an X Spaces, and then lots of other content as well. But it's where we operate on a principle called edutainment. I do the commentary, hosting, fundamental analysis, and that type of stuff. Pedro does the technical analysis, and as I call it, the God talk, because currently it looks like, oh, the Lord and Savior here. But he goes over charts and gives you an honest representation. He doesn't look at head and shoulders and teacup and Homer Simpson and butt munch patterns. He looks at where the orders and the liquidity are in the project, and tells you which way the price is going to go, because the price, or which way the chart's going to go, because the chart seeks out that liquidity. There's more liquidity in one area than another, more orders in one area than another. It's going towards that. That's how it works.
Yes.
And he's doing that with your chart right now.
Absolutely. And so, you guys have been making this chart move up, and it's been you guys have been around for almost a full year, right? I believe. Let me make sure. I think you guys have been around.
Oh yeah, this chart, they started 13 months ago.
13 months ago. Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, in August.
The chart looked good. It wasn't like it was crappy for a long time.
Yeah.
It looked great. And if you got in it at the beginning, like many of these things, you're, as they say, sitting pretty.
I mean, these guys are literally, there's people here with millions of dollars. And look, the volume in at these levels here, dude, there's a lot of volume at this level right here. We're talking, and the peak here, it went up to triple six, or excuse me, 006.
The volume today is $20 million.
Yes.
In just trading volume today.
Yes. Yeah. So I don't know who got in right in these levels here, but we're talking, that stuff just, it exploded.
I'm gonna bring my chart up just for a second, because I have it at the beginning of the thing here. So this is the launch over here. And what a great launch that is. It's like a fantastic launch. Goes up, little money comes back out of it, loses about 50% of its value. That's okay, maybe 40%. Then starts the little rise up, and then all of a sudden booms up. And you're like, yeah, and then cranks all the way up here. This is a 10x, ladies and gentlemen, right here on this chart here at the beginning in September and October of last year, in the beginning of November. Remember, November last year, it was the liquidity thrown into the crypto market was amazing. Everything pumped. And then it backed off. People took profits. But it still had good volume, good trading. And then all of a sudden, just look at this. Let me see if you can see it's just...
Yeah, this thing got real.
Going up. Still going up. Ladies and gentlemen, still going up. Tell me just compress that now here.
That thing just went.
This is a typical hockey stick pattern. We'd love to see it. How we missed it, even with our viewers telling us about it.
Yes.
I don't know.
Yes, I'm sorry. It's funny. I just realized where I actually heard about it the first time was with Ninja Lounge. Actually, it was with Ninja Lounge, and I think they talked about
DeFi Dojo.
Yes, DeFi Dojo. Holy crap, dude.
Were they a guest in their rooms?
Maybe, but I kept seeing it pop up on my thing. People were talking about, it's SPX69, and it was Arion who literally brought it up. I remember, and I was going to look at it. This was probably maybe a month ago, maybe even 2 months ago, because I remember like all these people were talking about it, and I think that's when it did this, when it started to pump right here. And maybe back in September. But sure enough, man, look at that thing. That thing just, I know Arion got in on this. So I know even at 4 cents, you're sitting at 10x right there. And I think he got into it early September. So, that is like, he probably got, what is that? Dude, that's 100x. You know what I'm saying? And at this level, you still had a ton of volume sitting here. Look at that. You had 109,000. That's not bad. Comparative to, and then it just went stupid. Like millions. Like, look at that. It's just millions, 12 million, 20 million, 23 million. Now today it's sitting at 11 million. So this thing, man, it's going, like legitly going. And like, I like these pullback areas, but normally on these type of things, man, if this thing starts to catch legs again, right? It just saw, what is that? It went from 70 cents all the way to about 60 cents, 59 cents area. So you're talking, that's a 20% retracement in one day. That's not, what is that? Oh, not 20%, maybe 15%, 15% retracement, right? Coming from here to here. So, be smart. But it looks like this thing on the 5 minute really likes to follow the 5 period. You can sit there and see as it gets above it and gets above the moving averages, you can see it wants to climb, right? And then it bases, boom, plays off the 20. So it trades fairly well. So you could, if you want, you could literally trade this thing where, and it looks like they have so much liquidity here that look, boom, like look, no supply wicks here. Boom, demand wicks coming in. Boom, pops up, pushes up. Boom, comes through, and you can goes from 46 cents all the way to 49 cents. Boom, comes back down. You can see it likes to play. That would be really the.
It certainly does.
Yeah.
But
So
look at
I
the
mean,
buys here. I'm looking at these buy bots. Just 10 minutes ago, someone bought $40,000.
that's what's up, dude. $40,000.
Another 15. Oh, that was a bot, but it bracketed an $18,000 buy.
Yeah.
You know what I like doing is going and doing some wallet analysis of these larger
But
buyers. And some of them are just stupid. Here, another guy sells 45,000. No problem.
I mean, if you got in down here, man, I mean, you've got, and on, I mean, you have so much volume coming into it. I mean, the daily volume's already $20 million. I mean, these are the stuff that top 10, top 20 coins play with, the amount of volume going in and out of them. So that's it's a big deal. That's not something to blink an eye on. That's you're right. What's up? He said, oh. But yeah, it's just one of those things that it's definitely playing.
So over on the side over here, Pedro, it says that their market cap, which is now unfortunately come down just a little bit, but it's still $550 million right now, with an $8.2 million liquidity. They have other liquidity pools too.
Yep.
They have other pairings, so their liquidity is higher than that very low ratio. But still, we can see from the chart movement that with the volume going on there, the liquidity doesn't need to be 50 million on this when they have daily trading volume of $20 million.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's one certainly to be careful of. But while they have that volume, this could, if they can keep that volume, then the big players will be there and the big players will buy. And that's what they need to push it up to, $1 billion meme coin, or to, a 5 billion. If they want to 10x it from here and go to 5 billion with the big boys, they need that volume.
Now, is there a tax on this to get in and out, or is this?
I can't imagine there's a tax. Any SPX people listening here?
Yeah. Do you guys know if there's a tax on you guys to get in and get out? Oh,
any comments in a while, have we? Is it my system or?
Let me pull it up here. Yeah, I haven't seen anything too, except for Jesus. Sound low, Tom. You sound low, Tom.
Hey, Jesus, how about now? When I come back from doing the weatherman outfit, I don't turn my mic all the way back up.
There you go. It sounds a lot better now. Good morning, Mr. Tom and Mr. Pedro. It is good to have you, Jesus. No Sucker Free Club here?
Sucker Free Club.
That's what's up. But it's
well, I wish the guys at SPX6900 good luck. We're definitely gonna watch them and see how this plays out. It'd be interesting. Hopefully, they can get up to the super big boy club. The fact that they basically traded for a year before it exploded. You know what? I'm gonna ask that question in their TG.
We got some. I'm always sucker free. It's funny. Is that pretty? Like, is that a new thing or an old thing that was started for you, Jesus? I mean, does that come from when you were growing up and like sucker free club, or was that something that you just kind of thought about it? I'm curious. Definitely curious. We're having 11 people watch, which is so dope. I absolutely love. We got 12 people watching. Thank you so much, guys, for that. We only have 8 people who've actually liked it. If we, oh, there's one more. Someone just came in and put one up. If we get a couple of the other guys that, we've got 12 people watching us, and we're a small show, so we're still building and we're growing. If we could have you guys really go through and hit that like button, that helps us so much as well. I mean, it really does. Sorry, guys, to bother you guys. 11
says
humans.
11 awesome humans.
Yes, yes. It's so interesting. I mean, we're fighting over here to save our lives over here. We keep grinding every day and keep pushing it. But jumping back here real quick, I want you guys to be ready if this thing decides it wants to pump pretty hard. Look, you can see here that there's really no demand wicks down in these levels here, though, like as we're moving this. So there's one right here. But when it does come down, it plays off it pretty well. Look, this demand wick, we saw a big old pump here, right? Down at this level here, or we came here, we had a small. So it does, this is being bought in and traded pretty well, right? You can see how we started seeing demand wicks here and we saw it push up. So as we're pushing down to these lower levels, right, where could we potentially see where you guys could take plays off of this as well, right, as this is trading? So this little area here, I like this right here. You could take a 4-hour, and this, again, these are small, quick trades that you would take. These aren't anything major where you're looking to hold indefinitely, right? And I'm going to designate this right here. I'm going to do dotted here for intraday time frame. Boom. Right here. So I like this area here. Again, this is right here. So it's a good little area here.
What time frame chart do you have up there, Pedro?
This is the 4-hour time frame chart, and I like this 50-cent area to 46-cent area with the 20-period moving average sitting right there. We should see a decent pump from here. Boom, right? Maybe back up to a retracement back up in here, or potentially to push higher. But I like these areas here, so I'm going to grab this area right here as well. I like this little area right here as we're playing. There we are. You guys can see this here right here. So it's pretty nice. These little areas that we could play and get in, get out, as you make money. And I always tell everybody like this, look, you see a good pump, right? Take off like 60 to 70% of your portfolio on that trade, right? So, because these are small trades. And now you can start dollar cost averaging. And if you get even a 2x, quick 2x off of that, even better, right? So 60, 70%, so that even if it comes down and stops you out, you've made money, right? So that's my key there. Down at this level, we have the 50-period moving average sitting on the 4-hour. So this area potentially could be an area that you could see it push. So I like that. It's a pretty cool thing. October 9th, Sucker Free Club 420. He's posting them bands. I see you.
Where's he posting that? I don't see them.
It's don't give me no bam or weed. I don't smoke that. This is Sucker in the Sucker Free Club. Laugh out loud. Good old friend. Who's posting this? I can't see who's posting it. Oh, it's him. That's awesome. Dude, you rock. You're so funny. Okay, I got focus here though. So I like it though. I got you.
Once again, welcome Rumble viewers.
RBL.
Hey, give us a comment, you guys over there. There's a couple of you watching.
Yeah,
Drop a comment. Even if it's one of you guys that's double streaming it or something like that, drop a comment to get us
drop that
interaction
comment
over there.
Yeah, let's get that. Oh, somebody hit a little thumbs up. Thank you. Appreciate that. Here we go. Let's go ahead and move forward here just a little here. As it starts to kind of come down here, these are these areas that I think you guys could pick up and kind of pick on these zones as we retrace back into these lower levels to play off of this. And a key, look, I'm just curious, what is going on in the actual Telegram for SPX6900? Where is it?
1 second, Pedro.
6900. I'm curious to see here. So let me go ahead here and jump into let's go into the 5-minute chart here, because this 5-minute chart is, like I said, once it finds that trend on that 8, man, you can see it likes to follow it. So boom, look at that. We're starting to come down into this level. You can see, you know, we started putting some supply wicks up in here. We have some supply wicks here, so you can at least capture that 60, that 50 to 59 10-cent mark here, potentially up here as we're moving down. So it's a nice little play. You guys could play off of that. So it's really interesting. This thing is pumping. I mean, and I think what people have made so much money here that they're just like, dude, we got to make some money, and you know, it's just it. But it's really interesting. Whenever it does pump, you can see there is a massive amount of buyers pushing it up. So you can see, boom, try to come up. We had a little bit of a green candle here, boom, pumped up. So it's gonna be real interesting as we move here. It is fun. All right, so talk to me, Goose. What's going on over in your neck of the woods?
Sorry, I had a little update from Mrs. Striking there. You had meant, oh, there's quite the sell-off going on.
Yeah, like I said, it's classical trading. Somebody's trading this. Somebody who's a classical trader, most likely, because there's so much volume here. This is potentially, I mean, realistically, institutions. I mean, because they could, you know, they're always looking to do these.
Well, they're not institutions. They're crypto market maker guys playing with the firm's money, I bet.
Well, probably. Is this a firm, or is this just like?
No, I meant like market maker guys with their
making money on
own
this.
trading accounts. Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Still though, there's sells coming in for 48,000, but there's buys, offsetting buys. These bots, there's a bot here that a sell that just sold $48,000 worth, but on either side of it there was a $43,000 buy and sell. So 90,000. So one trade generated $120,000 worth of volume, which is amazing.
That is crazy.
And another one right below it too.
Oh, let me see if I can.
I think it's going to come down to one of your zones. How fast is it going to come into one of your zones, Pedro?
It could probably happen here in the next couple minutes.
Yeah, what's that? There's two green dotted green lines there. What's that price level?
That's 50, 50.08 and 46.40 or 46.61 are the levels here. So this is going to be an area here for you guys to kind of take advantage of and capture. Can you short this or no? Is this traded on a
unless it's on
futures liquidity pair?
It's a good question. It's a good question. I don't know if it is anywhere.
It would be good to see if we could find out. What's up, Pinto? We got Pinto hitting us up over on X. What?
That's right. I'm unable to bring the X. I got to update my comment software because X did another one of its software updates that changed everything. Welcome, Vincent from Nigeria.
What's up, Vince? It's good to see you, man. How you doing?
Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. Really appreciate it. The DYOR Media Room lead moderator, Vincent, ladies and gentlemen.
A lesson to be learned, Vincent. What's up? It's good to see you, man. He's always popping in. He's a hard worker for crypto.
He is, and Vincent lives in a little village that doesn't get a lot of internet, and he's got to rely on his phone, and data is expensive because there's only 2 providers, and they whack him for it. So he can't really watch the show because he just tunes in for a few minutes when he can. But I got to tell you, if you've got a little extra crypto sitting around that it's not doing you any good and you want to donate to someone who's learning, Vincent's your guy. And
And
I'm
you
gonna
might
tell you, the town he lives at's out in the Nigerian Delta. It's a rough cookie. They've got a refinery there, so it's got some industry, but a very small gas refinery, but not much else. But Vincent's making it work and trying to make his life and everyone else's life better through crypto.
So what's the, if, let's say somebody gives him like $2 or $3, how much is that in his area? Like what would be
$2 or $3.
Oh, so it's a 1-to-1?
No, it's just because they all use stable coins.
Gotcha.
Right.
So, because Nigeria, do they have a pretty big problem right now?
Well, they use
with
two things.
inflation?
They use stable coins and they use mobile phone credit. In many parts of Africa, mobile phone credit is treated as currency. In every convenience store, you can go in and you can just load your phone with more money, send it instantly to someone else, and withdraw it, pay for goods. Like you can go in. When I was in Kenya, they're like, no, you can't use cash. Just get this stuff on your phone. And it's like crypto, but way faster, way better.
Dang.
Unfortunate that the phone company owns it. You don't, but
Yeah.
it's not anywhere to store a lot of money because it might get disappeared.
But it's enough where, walking around cash type of thing. Correct or no?
Yeah, it's like cash. It's like cash.
See, that's what's up.
When I had my old Dubai phone from the UAE, and I would be in the US, and I'd need to read because a lot of the phones are prepaid, not on credit. I could go, I could call any of the people I used to work with over there and just say, or was working with, say, hey, I'm in the US and I'm out of credit. And you can only get more credit by being locally on their system, not roaming.
Gotcha.
And I'd say, hey, could you give me $300 for the credit, or $200 or $50 or whatever? And not more than 1 minute later, my phone goes, bing, you've received,
XYZ.
Right, just like that.
That's
All right,
cool.
well, I've got the thanks to everyone watching from 69. We talked about them enough.
Definitely.
SPX6900.
It's good to have you guys. Thank you so
Because
much.
it's mathematically a fact that 6900 is more than 500.
This is true. This is true. This is true. You can't get around that one. But with the new math out there, they've been talking about some weird stuff like 1 + 1 = 3 or something like that. It's been really.
Yeah, those people are just whacked in the head.
But
So those people wasted every dollar of theirs on that college education.
yes, they did, and it's helped them out immensely. I think for myself, when I look at the education system that we see today, I think I think it could change the world, man. Look at it, man. All those people who've worked so hard to learn about underwater basket weaving is just, they're going to change the world. I don't care what those.
Change. So what's that Coke song?
I like to change the world.
Can't believe I can't do that.
In perfect harmony. I'm sorry, dude. Everybody's like, "Oh, my ears! Stop it, Pedro! No!" But jumping back here real quick.
Hold on, I'm gonna take the screen for just 1 second here.
Take it.
Our good friend AI Wolf, as I say, the hardest working man in crypto, is talking about a new project launching today that you should do your own research on. We don't know anything about it. Launching today, Eartherium, not Ethereum or Ethereum. Eartherium. By embracing Vitalik's vision, Eartherium token can demonstrate that the crypto community is capable of self-correction and making a profound positive impact. Despite any stumbles, they are dedicated to a path that uplifts not just us, but society as a whole. With initiatives like Eartherium, we can turn the tide and showcase the true power of memes, cryptocurrency, and our united community to drive meaningful change. Now that sounds like some nice AI marketing gobbledygook. But hit up AI Wolf on the great Twitter. Search search AI _ alpha _ wolf, and he's got all the links to everything there. I can't drop the links here.
Somebody just dropped a ton, dude. This thing has got killed. Sorry, like people are dropping it, bro. This thing is. Look at this.
Dude just sold $347,000.
Dude, that thing just dropped. Like it just blew through my zone, like as if it wasn't even there.
This might be one of our biggest by dollar volume drops after covering it on the show ever.
Dude, look at this thing. This thing is stupid. Let's check it out. I want to see if I was looking at.
Let me bring the chart back up for Pedro's chart back up so you guys can see this.
This thing just got.
Here's a sell, $347,000 sale.
Yeah, somebody just changed their life here.
Literally. Or he put 400,000 into it an hour ago and it didn't work out so well.
Look at that right there. We're right at this level here. We'll see what happens. Is there a way to...
He dumped his whole bag of SPX6900 at once.
When did he get in it?
I'm looking at that right now. Holy shit, he had 2 sells right in a row. 340. He sold $500,000 worth of SPX.
There we go. We started to see a nice little get going.
About 6 days ago.
All right, let's check him out here real quick. This guy. Come on, buddy. One, including today, or you mean 7 days? It
says 6 days ago.
All right, so 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So he got in at 21 cents. He would have done a 2x. So 2x right there.
They made 500 grand.
Not bad. So 250,000 a piece. Right. Said 6 days ago. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Buy just came in $150,000.
Shocking. It's pumping work.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
Dude, it's like,
man, to be an advanced bot, MEV manipulator, my word.
Yeah, that's real. Like, that is really real.
Hey, Crypto G, welcome to the house. Crypto G,
what's up, Crypto G?
It's good nice sunset, Pedro. Where are you? God's country. That's
God's country. I am hanging outside, just chilling on the beach. Oh yeah.
See, where would a sunset be right now? The sunset would be
Dubai.
Like in the middle of Europe somewhere. No, they're later, probably Eastern Europe, Western Russia, somewhere around there.
Eastern Europe, Western Russia. That is a great
Dubai. You could be on the Palm in Dubai. That's where.
Nice little palm, just hanging out over there. We're just hanging out on the palms, just chilling. Let's see if it's gonna bust through this 8 period.
Mr. Striking and I had a great time on the Palm in Dubai a while ago. We had a lot of fun. Stayed in one of those hotels that are all the cabanas and things are connected by one giant pool, so you can just kind of swim around stuff, and they float around with a bar, floaty tiki bar that floats.
Tiki bar
gets dangerous quickly, and you make weird videos at night of the floaty toys.
Oh yeah, get your game on.
Crypto G says he's in France at 7:20 p.m. It's dark. I forgot. You're probably in the north of France, I'm guessing.
Oh, oui. How are you? Sorry.
Crypto G, where in France are you at there? Let us know.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love the country of France. Spent a lot of time there.
It's a good area.
The company I used to work for, we had a company in Brittany.
I hear the best cigarettes in the world are rolled in France.
Ugh.
You don't like cigarettes?
Oh my God, no. Oh,
you don't love the smell of a freshly lit cigarette that causes
there is
cancer?
something to that. I'll give you that. But but the taste and the stench that's on your tongue and in your mouth. No, cigarette smoking. And Mrs. Striking says Malort. If you know what Malort is, you'll know. No, I that doesn't.
Is it that good weed?
I have smoked probably 3 times in my life. All 3 times, I was severely inebriated at college, and I'm sure I was trying to be cool, like impress a girl or something. And all 3 mornings, I woke up wanting to retch my brains out and felt like I had a cement truck parked in my tongue. I was like, who thinks this is a good idea, smoking? No, Malort is a liquor made here in Chicago that gives everyone that face that second guess your life choices when you drink it.
You're like, why am I doing this?
Right, exactly.
Exactly. Absolutely.
Oh, close to the Swiss border near Geneva. Very, very beautiful place there. Very beautiful place. Had a family friend live in Evian up there. My parents used to go visit them in Evian all the time.
Evian. Sorry.
And I had my old boss lived in Geneva. And he showed me around Geneva a lot, and went up south of Geneva into the French Alps and stuff like that. Really cool. Really cool area.
That's cool, man. That's really cool. I'm actually looking for, where's the timer? I used to have the timer on this. What happened to it? Price, lock price bar. Boom. Plus bar countdown, indicator value, indicator name, symbol name. No. I used to have it. Where did I put it? Precision. Well, I can't find that. So I'm looking for, where is, I almost have to use my clock. So we're a few minutes here. We're starting to put in some demand wicks here. I'm actually using the deck screener player here, or not player, but charting system here. So we're starting to put that in. We're coming out of our zone right here. We should see it push up a little higher, up to the 60, 61 if we start to capture this. Like I said, though, it's been playing off of this 8-period moving average. So first thing, once you can get, because we want our stop below that 40 set or 47.21-ish area. So our risk is between 52 to 47, which is a 5-cent risk. And we want to see this thing at a 5 cent. Once it goes 5 cents and you have a 2-to-1, then pull off your initial. So at least you have break even. If this thing continues, even at that 50% 2-to-1, I take off 60-70% and then see that thing push higher. Potentially we could get all the way back up at least to that 64-cent area before we start to falter. We are playing with that 8-period. Like I said, that's why I'm saying from here to there, we want to make sure that we capture that profit. But again,
Pedro, it looked like, I mean, it was up where the yellow moving average was when we started this, talking about it here. And you said, oh, that's probably going to come down to this area. And it came down to that area during the show.
Yep. Yeah. You know what? I would love to trade with Crypto Lifer. I've never watched him much. Dude, he is such a positive guy. I've listened to him a couple times and I'm like, oh yeah, but he's really that way. He's really positive. He's really caring. He really loves his community, man. I have to admit, I almost felt like I got a big old hug from him when he was talking.
His community changed his life, man. I mean, he was a aspiring white rapper and nighttime construction guy.
Really?
Yeah, and odd jobs, just hating life type stuff, and trying to do anything outside of what he was doing at his hometown in Massachusetts. He told me about it when he was on the show 2 years ago, 3 years ago, whatever. And we had some of his old music clips, and so I played one or two of them. And he's
was he a good rapper?
Yeah, he's actually pretty good. And he had a production company, and someone producing stuff for him. Everything he's done, he's tried to do well. And so even when he had no money and trying to do that, he was doing that well. And then he said, I have to. Well, first of all, he got married and wanted to have a regular schedule.
Oh yeah,
so
that's
he
huge.
said, I need to do something different, and one of those was day trading. And then started in over-the-counter stuff, and then got into crypto once that started. And started streaming it. Watched someone else. In fact, just today on his show, he talked about who he watched who was streaming, and he said, "Oh, I can do that." I forget the guy's name, but he's some guy that's got 200,000 subscribers or something like that now. And so, he streamed for years without making much at all, and then but his investments paid off. And suddenly, his $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 that he had in it turned into $100,000, which turned into $1 million. And then he's got a community. Today he had 1,950 people watching concurrently.
That's what's
which
up.
means he probably had 10 to 11,000 people tune in at any one point in time in the show.
That's what's up.
And Andy, Andrew Weiner from Weeks was on today, giving them another special bonus for their exchange supply. I might mind you, our BitFi exchange gives the same bonus that if you join and open an account, they'll give you 100 USDT to trade, free of charge. They'll just give it to you, and you can trade. You can't withdraw it, but you can trade it. And if you make profits, you can withdraw the profits. For those of you that haven't taken advantage of free money, I don't know why. Because Pedro gets in here and tells you the market's going to go down here, and if you want to bet on it going down, you need to have a central exchange.
Yeah.
BidFi, ladies and gentlemen.
Absolutely.
Tim Fountain in the house. Thanks for joining us. Timothy Fuentes.
Oh, Fuentes. ¿Qué pasa, señor? It's good to see
Hurricane Party, hosting it tonight while I'm floating in my backyard. Be sure to join. That's right.
Where are you coming from, Fuentes? Where are you coming from?
Yeah, he's in the middle. I think in the middle of Florida somewhere.
Yeah. Ooh, aren't you? Yeah, you're kind of right in the middle. Right, you're right in the middle.
Maybe that was Mr. and Mrs.
Where's Dar Baby? Isn't Dar Baby?
Jason and something and his wife.
Oh,
yeah, Dar Baby's down there too.
Yeah,
I haven't seen Dar Baby since yesterday.
Yeah, and also
on the Melbourne.
Mike, right?
That's right. I remember Melbourne. Yeah, that's right.
Oh,
we had the whole East Coast. Dar Baby's on the East Coast too, because we had everyone we had on that one day was all.
You're right. Direct path. Oh, holy crap, dude! Like that's a direct path.
Hopefully, it'll be at Cat 2 by the time it gets to you, and the storm surge, which will be coming literally tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
From the outer bands coming already, but it seems to be dying. But at the last minute, every time they say, "Oh, it looks like it seems to be dying," then it goes back to a category 5.
I've been praying against that thing, bro. It's gonna die.
Arsenio Hall in the house, ladies and gentlemen, otherwise known as Favor. Thanks for joining us. Really appreciate it.
What's up? What's up, Faves? Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. He does look so much like Arsenio Hall, bro. It's
that picture,
it's
just
so like, yeah, it is. Oh. I don't know if anybody knows what that is, but
yeah, that was the Arsenio show.
Yeah, the eye literally goes over my house. It's about to go away in the name of Jesus. Anyhow, so I think what's really interesting is that I'm looking back at this one. So we're seeing buyers coming at these levels here. We're seeing buyer wicks here, but this you can see that 8 period is strong, man. It's not even flinching as we're coming up. So I think we might be pushing through this zone here. If you're in this trade, all right, I want you guys to mitigate your loss. So as soon as we get above, okay, you see how you have this 1, 2, 3 wicks here? You see that? Once we get above here, all right, I want you to move your stop up to here, which is going to be that 49.96. Again, I want you to get above the level here where we're sitting at 52. And what I want you to do is I want you to just kind of be smart. Okay, so if you're in this trade, again, we're small trade. It's only 5 cents. So be smart about it. I'm assuming that these guys aren't. There's no taxes here on these guys.
There can't be any tax on that type of stuff. People just don't trade, 340,000 $100,000 trades over and over again with tax. I mean, imagine dropping $30,000, $40,000
Dude,
round
but
trip
that,
in taxes.
yeah, like even 1%. But here's the thing, though: if you've got, like that guy dropped $250,000, and 6 days later he clears, he doubles his money, and with that amount of volume, you're talking. I mean, why wouldn't you? So, um, I mean, with $20 billion, or excuse me, not 20 billion, $24 million as your daily, volume flow, dude, is pretty nice. But
All right,
jumping back
Pedro,
here.
I'm gonna take a quick bio break here. I'll be right back.
Alrighty then. All right, guys. Well, all you guys out there in Florida, man, you guys just be safe, man. I'm praying against that thing there. It's gonna just like dwindle down to at least a tropical storm, so y'all can get your days off from work, and at the same time, not stress about it. So, you know, keep it fun because we're coming into some crazy times, right? We already had a crazy situation that happened with uh with Helene. So like I feel bad for you guys, especially all the places up in North and South Carolina. And the thing that saddens me is like South Carolina is like the redheaded stepchild, right? Like nobody even talks about them. So it's like sad because it's like they're even hurting just as much and nobody's going over to help them out. So it's almost, you're just like, dang. I wish I was a multi-trillionaire so I could be like, all right, guys, here's some money, go out there and make this happen, right? Speaking of trillionaires, good old United States, isn't it being crazy? I can't believe everything that's happening. Everything is closed until Friday. Oh, absolutely, man. I wouldn't be chilling there, right? Category. I mean, I was in Hurricane Katrina. I remember there was a couple hurricanes before Katrina hit, and then when Katrina hit, it just decimated. That was a category 5. I think it was supposed to be like a category 3, but when it hit the land, something happened and it just like splurred up and overshot the levees and everything just hit the fan. So, and then Wilma hit again, and that just, it was, it's throwing gasoline on top of the fire. So that just jacked everything up. So you guys are kind of coming into the same thing, right? It's like, Katrina, or not Katrina, but you had Helene and now you coming up to Milton. So hopefully Milton's Law will chill out there and relax a little, right? So we'll see what's up, though. We're coming into our area here. Let's wait and see what's going to happen here. We did a nice little, hopefully you guys got in at these lower levels here so that we can sit there and play. There's definitely orders coming in. You can definitely see orders coming in here. Man, a big old order right here, dude. What was this big old order right here?
It's behind our heads.
Oh, I'm sorry. Boom. This big old order came in. Look at that amount of buyers here. They tried to move that market. Boom. What is that? How much is that? That is 400. No, what was that? Sorry. That was 1.21 million. 1 point, and so at 50 cents, that was $500,000 that came in, or $600,000 stepping in right there that came in. Boom, and popped this up. Man, 600,000 just came in and popped it up, and it still didn't flinch much. Yeah, that's an area there potentially. If it does cut through, then expect to see a nice little pause or a rebalance of coming down into this level here. So this is definitely kind of like where I'm looking at to see the market move from here. And that's about it. Oh, yeah, we've been talking about these guys for a minute.
Yeah, for at least an hour.
Yeah, let's go ahead and move forward here. So guys, you take them screenshots, check it out where you want to play, and then we can go from there. Here, Tom, do me a favor, move my floating head above you to the left, and so you can take a screenshot. Oh, you cannot. Okay, then give me a second. I'm gonna do that right there. Then, whatever you eating sounds good, my friend. Oh my goodness. Crackers, dude. I don't know why, but there's something about crackers, bro, that just there's something to it. I don't know what it is. I think it's has something to do with our brain. But every time I eat crackers, it's like I'm like ready to go. Like it's that crackling sound. I don't know what it is. I'm like, all right, my brain's just like, if I need to wake up, take some crackers. I'm ready to go. Dude, I'm telling you, there's something neuroscience-y about that. I'm telling you.
I've only got till the top of the hour here, Pedro, and then
Oh, all right.
as
Well,
usual, got to run. So 20 minutes left
so
in the show, ladies and gentlemen. If you've got other things you want us to talk about, feel free to bring them up.
absolutely. So here we go. Boom. Nice little came up above. Look at Bitcoin right here. Was expecting it to come up. We barely shied. It came and hit this area right here. Look at that. Boom. And decided to, it's going to chill out. That's a 5-minute zone there. There's no way that's going to hold up.
Ooh, what do you got on there? What
This
is that? Bitcoin?
This is, yeah, Bitcoin right here. Boom. See Bitcoin pushing a little bit of a move up. I forget this guy. You know what? I'm going to see if I can pull up. What is Bitcoin's contract? I never even thought about this, but I should be able to.
On which chain? I mean, it's you'll get a lot of looked at. On each chain has their wrapped BTC.
Yeah, I'm just. Well, I guess you're right. I'm trying to think. I guess
There's
the
no actual contract for Bitcoin.
You're right. Okay, then I guess on from USDT, but I see. Okay, there's no way. You're right. I was thinking it had its own, but you're right. It's the first one, BTC. Let's see if I can pull it up here. Oh, that's interesting. Wrap ETH. We'll play here real quick. Yeah, no. Okay. See. Back cap. There we go. USDC. Here we are. No, that is definitely not it. Dang, dude, I can't believe, of course, there'd be so many shams here. Let's see what we can pull up.
Still watching this XPX chart, and it's just amazing. Even in the 3 minute, 1 minute volume that's coming in.
Yeah.
Once again, thank you to our Rumble viewers. Once again, you're knocking them out of the park there.
Yeah,
really appreciate it. We'll have some political discussion on another day. Not too much here. I mean, we can blame this on Camilla here. This is Camilla's fault here, the sell-off here. Green because of Trump. Sell, buy. Bad guys, good guys. No good guys, no bad guys. We'll do that on another day. When we talk, actually, when we get into real talk about politics and stuff like that. But you guys will see a new episode of the Crypto Swamp Creatures, as they say, the nexus between crypto and politics, in which they get into who's responsible for what and who's not responsible for what in crypto in Washington, D.C., and who's supporting us and who's not. So it should be a good. The next episode should be a good one. Which I think will be coming out Monday. You'll see it on our Rumble feed.
It'll be a nice little thing. So real nice little thing.
All right. Striking just reminded me that Monday is a Canadian holiday, which the rest of the world does not care about.
Oh, Canada.
Canadian Thanksgiving. Why they did it in October it's the same as the British Thanksgiving, which is dumb. They should have it at the same time as the United States one. Then everyone gets the same holiday.
All right, give me a second. I got to bother you real quick. All right, guys, so you can see how we've almost closed above this high right here. So we should see it start to find some footing here and capture up to that next 20. So this is the area that I say this is where we're looking for this play at. So we need to move our stop to here, like I've talked about. If you got in up in here, if you got in below here where we're playing, then you guys were good. You're already in the money. I said already take your profit. If not, when I say I mean you should be at least a 2x at these levels here, right? Because remember, our risk is only just a few cents, right? It's 4 cents, 3 cents. So you want to move that to right here, and that's going to be that 49.27 area. If you got in at the green line that I talked about, and so you've already from here to here, you're at probably a 3x. Then what we want to do, take off about 40%, or excuse me, not 60%, 60 or 70%, and then from here on up, you're in the money, and so you don't have to worry, you know, so if this thing starts to take off, and we start to see it get up to that 70 cents again, you've got a small little moon bag right there, so it'll be nice. Alrighty, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, brother. But that's.
Oh, I was just rambling on about viewers and that type of stuff.
Oh, cool. Yeah, guys. So good job when it comes to. I mean, we did okay here, but I'm expecting this thing to come back up, at least come and retest this that 62-61 area here, most likely. Pardon me.
Most deaf.
I don't want to get tired, man. I hate it that I get so tired. You know, like it's like the one thing. You know, like one day.
That time of day. What you need to do is like sleep into like noon.
No.
Get up, do the show at 12:15. Then when it's over at 2, take another like 3-hour nap.
Nah, I can't do that, dude. I just can't be lazy, dude. As soon as it hits around 7 o'clock, I've tried to stay in, you know, and like my body's just like, what are you doing? Even if that all depends. Honestly, if I was up till 5 or 6, I'll sleep. But even remember when I drove to Canada, right? I mean, I was literally up for almost 36 hours, 37 hours, right? I just had a bunch of stuff.
That's right.
And then got 4 hours of sleep. You came in and it was game on. So, I mean, it was.
Yeah, you were finished though at the end of that game though.
Yeah. But the next day, man, I was ready to go. Let's pump, right? Pump it up. Pump it up. Gonna pump it up. Dude, these guys have got to be on some futures thing, because the amount of money that people are bringing in and out of this, people have got to be trading the actual coin and also
Avio. Is that it?
maybe Avio. You've got to see this trade. Where are the dexes that you can find this?
AEVO is the if it's on a futures exchange, it's on this one.
There's gotta be somebody
Let's see here. Let me bring my screen up here.
Man, that 8 period, man. The people trading this thing here. Look at that.
Oh, where is the old search function here?
But it did cut through, so that's a good sign.
There we go. So it would be SPX. Oh, yeah, it is here. SPX USD.
There you go. What's the trading volume on that?
Started trading there. Looks like it just started trading there today.
Oh no! No, shut up. So
yeah,
you're telling?
I got the chart here on the screen here.
I'm looking it up right now. Wow, dude.
So it looks a little thin here. There's not a lot of trades going on here. So let's see if they give us any volume. The spread is pretty big here. The spread for only 1,000 SPXs.
Dude, I wonder if that sell-off is coming from them.
Cent.
Not bad. If it's 1 whole cent, it's not a bad.
Yeah, but if you're going to do any sort of size, it's going to be many. It's going to be up to 10 cents.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, you're right. I get you. Yeah. And then if you're going to do a 2x, but and in between each pair or each price point, how hard does it swing? I'm looking at that right now. It's a hard swing. That
hard.
past.
There's not a lot of trades. It's just, I guess it's just too new. And Evo, I don't know how to pronounce it. They were really popular for a long time, and then they weren't for some reason, and their price of their token crashed also, and I don't know why. Maybe their liquidity providers dried up a little bit. I don't know.
I hear you. All right. Well, does our sponsor also, would this be on theirs or no?
No, they would. I doubt they would have it. You know what? I don't know what that. I'll check right now on their futures thing. SPX. No, let me try their spot. They're not gonna have it on spot. No.
Right camera, left
the
camera.
Screen is on right now. That would be my screen.
That shall be your screenist.
All right, we can see Bitcoin is. We can see I'm down 30 cents in a trade right now.
What trade are you in? For what? You're gonna capture, or you're trying to go long, and we're starting to get dropped off.
Yeah, I didn't put any stops in there. It hit the area that I would have in the last little up arrow. Just I would have made 4%, which was enough for that one trade, but it's all right. Just playing with it, as they say. One of the things.
I'll make you go blind, dude. Be careful.
Thanks to our viewers out there. Jesus, the Lord and Savior, is pumping the hair. How is that token doing anyway there, Jesus?
Yeah.
How is the hair of Trump doing? They ever recover after that? We'll just call it botched launch. Let's see. Where is the tweet for that? I'm on the wrong X, but this will do. For those of you who don't follow AI Alpha Wolf, please do. Up here on my screen is his Twitter. Make sure you get the right ones. Verified AI Alpha Wolf OG. Looks like our Twitter feed, our X feeds, had 46 views today, Pedro. That's good.
What? Yeah.
Our main feed has had 92. Our YouTube feed 92.
Dude, 92? What?
92. Yeah.
What?
I think we had a good showing from the SPX people. Not a lot commented, but came and checked it out. And the average view duration is pretty high too. It's low. It's indicative of when a community comes and visits and then leaves. But that's good. And I can't tell what our overall Rumble count is. There's currently 7 viewers in there, one of which is me, because I just tuned in to check it.
Yep. And the other one is me, so
we've
5.
Got 5 people watching it. To you people on Rumble, thanks. You pumped our show yesterday up to 52 views.
Appreciate you
Rumble.
guys.
All of this increasing numbers helps us out a lot. But what really helps us out a lot is if you chat.
Yep.
And one of the issues that I've discovered from Rumble is that a lot of people watch it but don't have an account, so they can't chat. A lot of people view Rumble on various different platforms, and they can't really chat that easily. So, but we wish you could. We really wish you could. What else is going on here? That's Pedro. Carmen Crypto coming in at the end once again. A Chumbalones. Oh, that's what I wanted to show. Carmen, I've got your event coming up here. Crypto for the culture. DeFi all odds. DeFi all odds. Crypto for the culture. You're invited. The Crypto for the Culture, October 17th, 2024. This is a virtual event, Zoom webinar, or Zoom thing, whatever it is. It's totally free. This is a free thing. Carmen has been a longtime part of DYOR Media Network. Is off doing other things right now, but comes and is one of our best mouthpieces for retweeting stuff also. And Carmen and I have had a lot of fun hosting shows. We hosted a few hundred shows or at some point or another, and had a lot of fun over the years. But she's running this event with her friends from the the Legal Blockchain Institute. I think Jackie from the Legal Blockchain Institute, I think, is her one of the co-creators of this event. But they're coming in to talk about people that teach about crypto, I guess. Is that what it is, Carmen? Crypto tutors noticed a lack of diversity in Web3 conferences. 2021, these events were expensive, did not represent the full range of talent in Web3. To address this issue, crypto tutors created Crypto for the Culture, a free virtual educational experience that champions diverse thought leaders in the blockchain industry. RSVP. Cryptofortheculture.io. I'm going to drop it in the comments right here so you guys can copy the link and FOMO into it and sign up for it. Opening remarks, talk about Bitcoin, careers in Web3, not your keys, not your crypto. Lots of stuff that you and I have talked about here, Pedro. Interesting one on policy and legislation. I'll look forward to that.
Oh, yeah.
Kara Calvert, head of U.S. policy from Coinbase, is someone I've actually been trying to get on this show. But it just doesn't do a lot of shows. Let's see, who else is on this show? Business of Blockchain, Lunar Crush. Lunar Crush is a great site. Great thing. They go through they use the Twitter API to count social media posts so you can see who's trending and who's not. Carmen says, yes, please RSVP for free. Don't know why you wouldn't RSVP for free. Like signing up for BidFi below us. You can sign up for free, no KYC, get 100 free USDT. And we just announced the CEO of Marathon Digital. Is that Frank Thiel, Fred Thiel, or something like that? But he's an entrepreneur of the billion-dollar scale, and has done a great job. Marathon Digital, big mining company right now. Used to be just a crappy patent troll company. They were one of those companies that just bought lousy patents and enforced them on people to extract money from you.
Yep.
And then they had one go the wrong way, and someone beat them and said no. And so they got a new board of directors, hired a new CEO, got like $400 million in investment, and said we're going to be a big Bitcoin miner. And shortly thereafter that are one of the biggest Bitcoin miners. Amazing turnaround story. And Carmen says, I looked like a hostage in my first videos with Tom. No studio set up at all. That's a common theme with new people, like when Pinto was on the other day. He just held his phone out against a dull wall with bad lighting, and it looks like a hostage video. Like he should have an orange suit on. But Carmen corrected that and got a nice space background for our Space Lounge AMAs, which you still see the logo of below me right here pop up every now and then. I leave that there just for fun. Let's see. I get to your Chief Product Officer MicroStrategy event for Lunar Crush. What'd you say, Pedro?
Somebody just sold $3 million.
$3 million or 3 million units?
Sold 3.9 million P&L, and it shows me dollars. That is unknown. That is a ridiculous amount of money.
I'm not seeing that trade for that much.
If you go to top traders, boom.
No, I'm looking through their transactions on Dex Tools.
Oh, maybe not. Okay. I'm looking at Dex Screener. Bought, sold. This person bought 1,100,000 or 101,000, and then he sold it for. I made $1 million. These people are making huge money. Yeah, they're dropping this. They're like.
Pinto says GSB still here, easier to be spotted here than on X. Well, we've had a great crowd today, Pinto. We've had 94 viewers now on YouTube, 47 on X, about 5 on Twitch, 1 on Kick, and that's the usual spammer. But Rumble, I'm guessing we're gonna see another 50 viewer day on Rumble.
I hope so.
Kidnapped Pedro.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're coming to the end of the show here.
Yeah.
What a good show, though. We had a great. We focused on.
We did a lot on this XPX or SPX. Don't know why. It was just entrancing.
No, but that's we got to do that every now and then. Got to pick a busy community and try and worm our way into it and see if we can get their viewers over here and capture some of them to come back to our show. Spread the love. And we did in a TG with 10,000 people in it. We spread the love today with DYOR Live. And I just came around and told them, I said, Pedro, I wouldn't be surprised if we caused the retracement today for this fact. Because I mentioned that Pedro calls retracements and then pumps pretty accurately. And it wasn't shortly after I posted that we started seeing some really big sells. So I'm willing to bet that somebody is in there reading it going, oh, this guy calls them accurate, said there's going to be a retracement down to here, and dumps a whole bunch of it, and then comes. I should go find some of those wallets and see if they rebuy in at your levels. That would be good.
Oh, that would be horrible.
Listening to Manila Kick Tracks on the outro here. YouTube, don't give me a claim against this. I've paid the license fee for this song, all right? It's such a pain to go back and dispute it. And I win the disputes because I have the license, but it's such a pain. Just stop. Timothy Fuentes says, thank you guys. A great show as always.
Thank you. I feel like it was a little
says
bit.
The Pedro Damas effect. Absolutely, the Pedro Damas effect.
Oh, you went silent on me for a second. I don't know why.
Hold on, I was just trying. Oops. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Tom.
Really interesting.
Let's see. Tom Oliver joins in and says, good show. Spread the word, Tom. Drop us in some places you don't see me posting the show. Fine, or at least tell me what other good Telegram rooms would be good. Other hashtags to use on the web. Nice shoe as always. Yeah, well, I've got some house slippers on here. Oh, show.
Joseph.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I got to get going here. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks for joining us. I really appreciate the love as always. Have a great day, and Pedro and I will see you tomorrow.
Absolutely. Who's going to have the last comment? I am. Oh, oops. There we are. All right. Good times.